boys and girls. Welcome to Penny's Alphabet Nook, where what are we going to talk about? You're right, we're going to talk about a letter of the alphabet. Do you want hints today? Okay, well, you go get your things because you know what we need, right? Paper, markers or crayons, colored pencils, something to write with. Okay, so I'm going to think of some things and you go get your stuff, okay? Okay. Oh, let me think here. Okay, you ready? All right, I'm ready. This is something, the letter, let me see. Well, we drink this, or you should drink this every day. You should drink a lot of it. It's very good for you to drink a lot of it. Makes your body be refreshed. And there's a day of the week that starts with this letter. It's in between Tuesday and Thursday. Some people call it hump day because it's kind of like in the middle. Woo. Do you know? Wednesday, right? So it's Wednesday. And then that stuff that we should drink a lot of because it's good for our body. Water, right? Okay, so Wednesday and water. So what letter do you think we're going to learn about today? Do you have any idea? Okay, well, I'll tell you. Today we're going to learn about the letter W for Wednesday and water. Get it? Uh-huh. I knew you guys were actually playing a trick on me, weren't you? You knew it was the W all along. Nothing gets past you, boys and girls. Are you ready? Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. To make our uppercase W, we're going to have 4 lines. And it's kind of like you're going down the mountain, back up the mountain, then down another mountain, and back up the mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines to make our uppercase W. Now, the lowercase w looks exactly like the uppercase one, where the uppercase is going to be at the sky, the lowercase is going to be where? Right at the fence, and it's the same way. Down the mountain, up the mountain, down the mountain, back up the mountain. 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's see our letter formation poem that Heidi Songs made. Now remember, for your family, they can go to HeidiSongs.com and find these images. I think they are great. Absolutely love them. I think everybody should go and check that site out. Now, start at the top. So we're up here in the sky. Start at the top. Make 4 big sticks. Down, up, down, up. Going down first is the W trick. And if you look, we started here at the sky and we went down to the ground. Did we go down into the dirt? No, so you're going to stop at that bottom line, okay? Now let's do our lowercase. And where are we? Right, you're at the fence. So start at the fence, make 4 little sticks, down, up, down, up. Going down first is the W trick. And just like with the uppercase W, the lowercase w, it doesn't go down here in the dirt, stops at the ground. So from the fence to the ground. Okay, so you got it? We're going to go down, down, up, down, up. Okay, you ready to make them on your own? You think you've got it? All right, let's get started. So tell me what color we should use first. Orange. Okay, good. So let's make our uppercase one. And remember, where are we starting at for it? At the sky, right. And then down to the ground. Where are we going down here in the dirt? Nope, we stop in the ground, right. Down, up, down, up. Good job. Now what about the lowercase? I'm going to start it up here in the sky too, right? No? Okay, so where do I start it? You were paying attention. You guys are so smart. I'm so proud of you. You need to kiss your brains. You did a good job. So start at the fence. Down, up, down, up. Okay. What color should we use next? Oh, I heard someone say red. that's a good choice too. All right, 4 lines starting at the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now what about the lowercase one? Right, 4 lines at the fence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. All right, what should be our third color? Our third color should be brown. Okay, that's a good choice too. Down, up, down, up. Okay, and then lowercase, right at the fence. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. All right, our fourth color is what? Blue. Well, that's a good color too. I like all the colors. I'm not going to talk on this one, and I know you find that hard to believe that I'm not going to talk, but zoop, we're going to be quiet and make an uppercase and lowercase. Ready? Good job. You guys did a good job with that one too. And I don't know about you, but when I am making the W, I'm actually counting in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up. Okay, what color should be next? This will be our fifth color. Black. Okay. Start at the top. We're in the sky. Down to the ground. Back up to the sky. Back down to the ground. And back up to the sky. And then lowercase. Right at the fence. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. All right. What's our next color? Our next color is going to be green. Okay. Ready? I'm going to be silent on this one. I'm going to say it to myself. Ready? Go. Good job. All right. What is our seventh color going to be? Yellow. All right. Start in the sky and down to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the lowercase from the fence to the ground, then back up, back down to the ground, and back up to the fence. Okay, so what is our eighth and final color? Purple. You are right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And then let's start at the fence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good work. Okay. Let's move on to the next page. You guys did really well making your W's. Oh, so we need to find our W, right? Right. So I've got my pointer out here. When I get to the W, you tell me to stop, okay? We're chugging right along. Have I got there yet? No? I have to keep going? Okay. Right there. That's it, right? No? That's an M? Oh, you're right. That is an M. But when you look at it, it kind of looks like an upside down W, doesn't it? It does. All right. So I'll keep moving along till we find it. Oh, I need to slow down. We're getting closer. Okay. There. Stop. You're right. That's the W. Good job. So I'm going to put a little purple dot right there so we know that's where we need to stop. Okay. Let's count. Let's find out what number the letter W is in our alphabet line. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right. The letter W is the 23rd letter of the alphabet. And that's a 2 and a 3 together. Okay. Now then, we need to find our W again because we want to see what letter comes before the W. And what letter comes before it? Kind of looks a little bit like a W, doesn't it? But it is the letter V. Okay, so the letter V comes before it, and that's down and up. Almost like you said. It's kind of like a half of a W, isn't it? All right, now what comes after the W? What's this letter right here? X. Good job. So we're going to have a line that's kind of like a diagonal line that way, and then one the other way. Okay, so the letter V comes before it, and the letter X comes after it. All right, good job. Well, now we're going to have to say our letters. Are you ready? All right, so let's find our W again. All right, let me clear my throat. I had a little frog in my throat this morning. So we'll start here with W. W, X, Y, Z. Oh, that took a long time, didn't it? Yeah, but now we have to go back from the W, right? Right, and we have to really think about it. We have to concentrate when we say them. Ready? W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. All right, good job. That's hard work, isn't it? You really have to concentrate and really think about the letters when you're saying them backwards. Okay, now the next thing we need to know, what sound does the W make? Do you have an idea before I use our little phonics machine here? Right, water and Wednesday. So you think it's going to make what sound? Wha? All right, let's see if we're right. You ready?
W. W says W. W says W. Every letter makes a sound. W says W.
All right, W says W. You were right. Nothing gets past you, boys and girls. So proud of you. Okay, next we need to think about some words that start with the letter W. So, is there anybody in your family whose name starts with a W? I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anybody in my family with the name of a W. And if I do, I have forgotten. And I am so sorry if I did. There's a little boy in my class. His name starts with a W. His name is Waylon. Good morning, Waylon. Okay, can you think of any other words that start with a W? Right, we had water and we had Wednesday. Oh, I know of one. It's this fruit. It's big and round and green, and when you cut it open, it's pink or bright red inside, and it's juicy and it's delicious. And what is it? You're right. It's a watermelon. Oh, I love watermelon. All right, can you think of any more W words? Okay, well, let's turn the page and see what kind of flashcards we have for the W. And again, I got these at HeidiSongs.com, okay? This one right here, they got married, so it was a wedding. All right, and this picture right here, he won the race. He got first place, so he's a winner, okay? This right here is a wig, right? This person's wearing a wig. Okay, right here, what's this dog doing? Wagging his tail, good. Okay, then we have the wing of a bird, good. And then the final one we had here was, what's the frog doing? Winking, right? He had to wink. Okay, good job. So, we know there are lots of words out there that start with W, and we were able to think of some of them on our own. Good. Okay, we know that now that the letter W is the 23rd letter of the alphabet. We know the letter V comes before it. We know the letter X comes after it. We did our practice with saying them. We did our practice. We were writing them. We know where to start at the sky and stop at the ground and not go down in the dirt. And we had our little poems that went with them. That we know we had 4 lines. And then this last page was showing the 4 lines we used. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up. Okay, good job. You guys did a really good job with that. And what time is it now? You're right, it's time for an alphabet game. Well, our alphabet game today it's kind of almost like a craft before you can start the game. We are going to make something called letter wands. Not a magic wand, but a letter wand. And I also am using a water bucket. Get it? Water bucket, letter W, and letter wands, W, right? Okay. Well, to make your letter wands, you can do them a couple different ways. At my class of building blocks, Ms. Pam and I have lots and lots of magnets. So what I did was I took a set of the alphabet magnets and I hot glued them to a popsicle stick. So see there I have my letter O. Here I have, what's this letter? W. You're right. So you just take them, and this you would want help from a family member, okay? Because I used a hot glue gun. You could probably also use some Elmer school glue. You would just have to let them set up maybe the night before you want to play this game, okay? Let's get another stick out. Okay, what's that letter? The letter L. Good. Okay, so you just continue on. If you have extra magnets laying around your house that you want to make these, you can. Or if maybe you're out at Dollar Tree or your local dollar store, you might find a set of magnets for $1 and a set of popsicle sticks, and then you can make them at your house. If you don't, guess what, boys and girls? I just saw something. The first stick I pulled out was the letter O. The second stick I pulled out was the letter W. And the third stick I pulled out was the letter L. I made a word, owl. And I didn't even realize it till I looked down at it. I made the word owl. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? That's one way you can play a game with your letter wands. Boink. See if you can make a word with them. Okay? So again, you're going to continue on till you get them all complete. Now, if you don't have magnets at your house, do you know how you can make this game? You're going to need paper, your markers, and scissors and glue. You would just take your piece of white paper, trace some circles on them, write the letter of the alphabet on it, and then cut it out and glue it to a stick. Again, do you have to have it exactly the way I have it? No. Make it fit what you have at your house, okay? Now, fast forward, boom, we've got all our letter wands, so we're ready to play the games. And there are several different games that you can play doing this way. So I had my little water bucket, and again, I put my letter wands in with the letter down because you don't want to see the letter. You don't want to know what letter you're picking. Okay, then you take it, and then you're going to pull a letter wand out of the bucket. Oh, I have the letter E. Now for this particular game, you're going to take your letter E and you're going to doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. You know what I'm doing there? Walking, another W word. You're going to walk around your house and see if you can see the letter E written on something, whether it be a newspaper or maybe a magazine that's laying around or one of your school books or storybooks, and find that letter E. Another way you could play this game is you could take the letter wand out and you say, oh, I have the letter E, and then try to think of a word that starts with that letter. For the letter E, how about the word, you eat them for breakfast. Sometimes I eat them for dinner. I love eating them for dinner. Eggs. That's right. I have breakfast for dinner a lot at my house. Eggs start with the letter E. Okay, let's pull out another one. Let's go one more. Oh, I have the letter V. So again, you could walk around your room, see if you could find the letter V anywhere. Or you could think of a V word. Let's see. Let's think of a V word. Oh, we have a holiday in February. That's called Valentine's Day. Valentine starts with the letter V. Good. Another way you could play this game, and this is, you have to ask your family first. You can take, and if they have them, dry erase markers. Not the regular markers. Don't use your regular markers. Dry erase markers. And if you have a sheet protector, like I do, and that's the one where you take your piece of paper and you slide it in to protect your paper. You could do them that way, and you could write your ABCs on there, and then once you find the letter, you could erase it. You can also use a dry erase marker on a window or a mirror in your house, and it will come off. But again, ask your family first, okay? I'm just going to go real quick here, and I'm going to put the letter E and the letter V on my page protector. See, the letter E. So I would walk around, where's my letter E? Oh, look, I found the letter E. And then you would just erase it. Comes right off, and it comes off that easily on a mirror or a window when you use a dry erase marker, okay? Good. Now, another way you could do, you really wouldn't want to take your letter wands with you, but when you go to town, maybe you guys could take a sunny afternoon and walk, again, get it, W word, walk around town and look at the different buildings in your town where you live and see what letters you can find. Maybe you'll find a store in town that has a letter V in it. Or maybe there's a building somewhere that has the letter E in it. Just walk around and find out, see if maybe take a piece of paper with you. Write all the letters of the alphabet on it and walk around town and see if you can find each letter of the alphabet somewhere in your town. Okay? So I hope you try these things at home. They're lots of fun. And again, do your things need to look exactly like mine? Nope. You can make them with what you have at your house. So, for all of the letter wands and for myself and my water bucket, I will see you next week with a new letter. Bye-bye, boys and girls. Mwah.